have fought one of the best female fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Female.
She's my girl, Cris Cyborg. I love you.
I love Cyborg.
Just in case she knocks me out again.
When she came out, everyone was like, "That's not a woman. That is a man."
Honestly, it
hits like a man. That's beautiful, beautiful face.
Hits like a train.
Yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Naughty Little Podcast. Today's guest is Aria Wild. Ooh. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Fantastic, this is my interview. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Nice, thank you for joining me. I know you had a fart. Should I take my glasses off? It's a bit
yeah,
rude,
take them off. Yeah,
Sorry,
it is
darling.
rude.
Sorry.
Sort it out.
Better. No, shoes off as well. That just didn't
Got to
feel
get
right.
comfortable.
If you've got your glasses off, you've got to take your shoes off.
Do you want a blanket as well?
I'm all right, thank you very much. There we go. Had a girl. So, Aria, where'd you come from today?
I come from Bournemouth.
Fucking hell, well far.
Yeah, literally just round the corner.
Yeah, 5 minutes away. Thank you for making a long journey.
You're more than welcome. It's nice doing something actually in the town that we live in, because usually I'm driving to London or wherever for photo shoots. And
you've been on other podcasts, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done a few other podcasts.
Any good? Good
yeah,
ones?
yeah. To be honest, I've not done anything that I feel that has been terrible or poorly organised. So I'm looking forward to this one. Obviously, a little bit nervous. I always get nervous doing things like this.
Why?
Just because it's raw and real, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want something to come out that I can't retract, if you see what I mean. But that's...
If you fuck up, I'm not editing it out at all. Staying in there. Viral clips, let's have it. I'm going to bring it right back. Start at the beginning. Now that I've introduced you, I want to get a bit of background. How old are you? Where were you born? Where'd you grow up? What was school like for you? Etc.
Oh gosh. So, right, going back to the Stone Ages. So I'm 35 in June.
Gemini.
June 5th. Yes, I'm a
Come
Gemini.
on, Gemini gang.
Yes, mental, completely mental.
Yeah, loco.
And I grew up in Poole. So for those of you that don't know, Poole is literally down the road from Bournemouth.
It's pretty much Bournemouth.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I grew up in a little town called Creekmore, and I grew up next to a council estate. My parents, my mum is Chinese from Mauritius.
You are actually a Chinese.
I am actually Asian.
I thought you meant it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is it the eyes or the nose or?
I'll give you a joke.
Go on.
How do Chinese kids know that Santa Claus ain't real?
I don't know.
Because they make all the presents.
Bum.
Yeah. Sorry, but I always thought you looked an Orient.
Yeah, I think some people think I'm Thai, and then people often go, "Am I like transgender?"
I mean, at the risk of sounding a little bit racist,
things.
it's all the fucking same, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's not all the fucking same.
Little yellow people with slightly eyes. It's all the same. Anyway, Chinese from Mauritius. I've been to Mauritius. It's beautiful. Have you been?
I've never been.
You
Do
need
you
to
know what?
go.
I need to go.
Do you know what I love about it?
What?
Get Chineses, mostly Indians, a few white people, a few blacks, but everyone just lives in harmony. Like all the religions are mixed as well. And like everyone just lives together and like they're just friendly with each other. Like here is like there's communities of religion or with race. But there it's not, like everyone is just blended.
Everyone's integrated.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I need to go.
And the island's beautiful as well. And it's protected from sharks because it's got like a reef around it.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I need to go. So my dad, he's white British from Essex, and I grew up in Creekmore.
Is he a proper geezer?
He's not actually.
Is he
no.
not? What a liberty.
No. So he worked in IT and then he was a psychotherapist. So he's all about getting into your brain and stuff. So he's a little bit of a madman. But so growing up, I did sport from a very young age. I did gymnastics, ballet, swimming, track and field, cross country. Literally, I was doing everything, and that for me was a really big vice because I was a very quiet, introverted child. So I was born with horrendous eczema. I was like this massive fat scab. Yeah, I was huge as well, and I
was you a fatty?
I was really big. I think it was about £10.4.
All the dim sum you was eating.
That my mum was eating.
Was you born fat?
Yeah, I was just born massive, like a fucking massive baby.
Well, do you know what's funny? Right, do you know whenever you see those pictures of really fat babies, they're always Chinese?
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like little sumo wrestlers,
Yeah.
aren't they? Like coming out the world in fists. But I was just like, I had really bad eczema and I got very badly bullied at school. So from
For
a
being
very...
fat or Chinese or for the eczema?
It was for everything,
fat,
really.
scabby
I mean,
chink.
by the time I got to school, I wasn't so much fat. I was really skinny,
Yeah.
where I did loads of sports and that. But I just learned from a young age, every time I spoke, I had a negative like reaction or something. So I just wouldn't speak. And because I wouldn't speak, people would pick on me more. And it was just a chain reaction. And it was like this all the way through school. And I would be...
What, like into your like teenagers as well?
Yeah, like bad. Like I had such a hard time at school.
Did you have any friends at school?
I had like a couple of friends. I've never been one to like mix into really big groups. I found it a lot more safer for me to have like one friend that I could talk to and hang out. But I did a lot of sports and I always had a keen interest in fighting. So I had older brothers, they would go out, get into fights, and I would hear them have their little conversations and I'd think, oh my God, this is like, it's so interesting. Like I was mad into my Barbies, but I was like really into like hearing about fights.
Yeah.
And I try and like drop things to my mum, like, oh, I want to try this. And she's like, no, come on, like gymnastics, ballet. I played the flute as well. And I don't know, I just like really wanted to like be a savage. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I just fucking love all that shit.
It's because you got that Genghis Khan blood in you.
I love it. I just love a tear up, really.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, school for me was just not a very happy, safe place.
Do you think that might have been why you got so much like anger in you because like
Massively.
you got bullied so much as a fat kid?
Yeah, for being the ugly one. I just got...
Were you the ugly one?
I was the ugly one, yeah. I mean, some people, when they go, oh, you're so naturally beautiful, I'm like...
Filler.
Yeah, filler.
Face stock.
Botox. Now I'm getting my teeth done and I've had my tits done. Nothing natural about this, but you've got to do what
For the whole time
works
I've
for
known you have been really pretty. I'll
Thank
just say
you.
that. And I've known of you for about 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, very long time.
Did you used to have studs in your face? That's when I first met you, actually.
I had
Studs
my
in your
cheeks
face.
pierced. Was I a skinhead when I met you?
Maybe.
Or did I have...
I think you had shorter hair.
Yeah, so I basically went through a phase where I was like, thought I was this girl that was like into like pretty hair and like makeup and dresses and heels and shit like that. And then my best friend died and I just shaved all my hair off and I thought,
do you know what? Most
shit.
girls can get away with bald head, but I think when a Chinese girl shaves her head off, you look like a fucking triad. I want to do it.
Honestly, I looked all right, to be fair, and then I got this mirror, bad mistake, to look round the back of my head, and the back of my head's flat, but it's like proper flat, and I was like,
do you know why that is?
Mate, I fucked this up.
Do you know that's like a, how would you say? A cultural deficiency. All Chinese people. Do you know why they get called panheads?
Because we've all got flat heads, yeah.
Liberty.
But it's so
How bad
embarrassing.
is it? Can I feel it?
I don't know if you can feel it, but it's like...
It's there, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's so flat. Someone asked if I was Polish. I was like, definitely not Polish, but I can see the head resemblance.
You're a screwdriver. Why? Because you're a flathead. Next up, right, so school fighting, you've always had a passion for it. So, but before you started fighting, you started getting your kit off.
Yeah.
How did that fucking happen?
So, I basically, bit of a mad story. There's a photographer called Jody Wright. He does Jody Wright. And he does a lot of glamour stuff and he does a lot of like shooting bodybuilders. Okay. And I seen on Instagram, he was doing a casting for models to shoot at this beautiful house in Somerset. And it said it was like 250 quid or something. I was completely broke. Like I was in debt, like really financially struggling, just come out of a long-term relationship. Everything was shit. And I thought, perfect, I can earn myself 240 quid. This is great. So I wrote to him. He was like, yeah, come along. And the day before, I thought, I better just double check I'm getting paid and it's not the other way around because I have heard of photographers charging. And he was like, no, the models are paying us £240. And I was like, fuck, I'm fucking skint, but I don't want to say no because I feel like this is my opportunity. So I rustled the money together. I found some scrappy bits of lingerie, just like Primark stuff, Sheen stuff, nothing really like amazing. Went to this photo shoot and he was like, oh, you're really good. Like, have you done this before? And I said, I'd done a little bit of modelling, but nothing like glamour or anything artistic. And at the time on my Instagram, I was just posting videos of me going out, getting wrecked, maybe a couple of squat videos. So I had about 900 followers. And he was like, you know, you should post them on your social media. I started posting a bit, and then I had other photographers messaging me, and then that's where the glamour modelling started. Okay. And I thought, I need somewhere to share my pictures that I can't go on Instagram, because obviously you can't do topless stuff. It's very restricted on there. So I just started uploading all of my modelling stuff to OnlyFans. And the way that I advertise myself on there is like I'm a PT, and I would just have geezers messaging me just about their deadlift form, like
just genuine advice.
Just genuine advice, like talking about books, self-healing. I put myself into recovery, so I come off all the like drugs and alcohol and stuff, and it was just like a really nice platform for me to just allow men to come on and just talk about whatever weird shit they were going through, or whatever, even if it's like they're lifting or whatever. Yeah. That's why I kind of went on there, and it's just, it's been a really positive platform. Is that still
the narrative of your OnlyFans?
It went more sexualised.
When you get your tits done?
Yeah, well, yeah. To be honest, it was a good investment, and I felt like it was something I wanted to do for ages. Yeah. Doing a lot of weight training. Yeah. Obviously, your physique changes, and I had 0 boobs, and people were saying things like, "Oh, you know, you look like a tranny." Da 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 da. The only thing you're missing is a pair of tits. Like, I would have people say that as a joke, and I was like, do you know what? I am comfortable with the fact that I had no boobs. But I miss having boobs, and for my own happiness, I want to have tits again. Fair. So I got them done. But yeah, my OnlyFans went more sexualised. As it went more sexualised, obviously, the positives with that is that your earnings are more because you're more open to doing different styles of content. But I didn't feel fulfilled. I felt like I was just chasing money rather than having a more positive engagement with the fan.
Yeah, I get you. I know people that are like that. They like, I don't know, they hate the content, they like the relationships.
Yeah. I think for me, like, I'm all about energy. Like, I know people think it's all like spiritual bullshit and stuff like that. For me, everything is a form of energy. So if someone is giving me their energy in the form of like money or whatever, and I'm giving them energy back, for me, I want it to be a positive exchange. Yeah. I don't want to be left with like this negative feeling. And I went through a phase where I was doing content that I wasn't really enjoying, and I was just hating life.
What sort of content was that?
Well, it's just all solo stuff. Like, I think
solo stuff's boring. I like not like I just like watching, but like being engaged with another person, whether it's boy, girl, whatever it is. Like, it's just so much better. Like, even for like, I don't know, like just troubleshooting,
yeah, well, there's more of a storyline, there's more to see. You've got a couple of people doing whatever, and I think because I've always been like, I'm not open to doing content with anyone else, and there are boundaries for me, and for me it's what can I go to bed
I'm going to stop you for a moment while we're talking about your OnlyFans. We're going to come right back there. While we're talking about your OnlyFans, I'm going to just get your board up on screen. So your Facebook is Aria Wild, your Instagram is Aria Wild with a period in the middle. Your ex, formerly Twitter, is Aria Wild 111. And her OnlyFans is Aria Wild 11. YouTube is Aria Wild Official, and TikTok is Aria Wild 90. Now, people, please follow on all platforms. Please subscribe on OnlyFans and on YouTube. It's very important to get them subscribers in. Spend some money. Shower her. She deserves it.
Spoil me.
Back to your boundaries. What are they?
Yeah, so for me, my boundaries were I don't want to do content with anyone else.
Meaning guys or girls? Guys,
girls, or anything like that. And because I think already I'm limiting myself on what content I do, I know I'm capping my earnings. And for me, I'm fine with that. I'd rather not have a huge bank balance and then the worry or the anxiety of, shit, I've done content with this person and now I've fallen out with them.
It's important as well, like, it's your integrity. You don't want to compromise your integrity.
Exactly,
like, if that's what you stand for, that's what you stand for. Like, it's different if, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? If you're in a long-term relationship or you wanted to do it, like, it's different, isn't it? But
like, I've seen girls you know, I follow girls on Instagram that have got huge followings and they're like top, you know, 1% on OnlyFans and stuff. And I think that for them, massive respect. Like, that's what sets your soul on fire. For them, they're like, I'm going to be number one and I'm going to do everything I can to be number one. And I think fair play to you. But for me,
you don't want to be a porn star.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I've got nothing against anyone that does that. Yeah. If anything, I think massive respect to you because you're doing exactly what you want and fuck what anyone else thinks.
Do you ever advertise your OnlyFans on your boxing get up when you're walking out?
No, I don't. I've always kept everything separate. So I was thinking about...
Do you feel like you take it more seriously and more professionally by not doing so?
Yeah. So when it comes to the boxing, it's funny actually because every fight I take, I'm massively estimated. They're like, oh, she's just a model. Oh, she's an OnlyFans girl. She's not taking it seriously and everything like that. And I like that they underestimate me because when I get in the ring, I'm like, I have to give them hell because I want that respect after. I want them to say after, do you know what? That was a fucking good fight. So when it comes to things like OnlyFans, I keep it totally separate from the boxing.
Fair, reasonable, good excuse, good reasoning.
Yeah.
You ring, you're covering it up.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Is that Pepe?
Yeah, that's my Pepe. Everyone knows him as Coach Pepper, but I call him Pepe. I just think it's funny actually. Like when
How old is he? Is he 70? He's 70.
People give me shit on Twitter. They're like, granddad. I'm like, he's not a granddad.
Mate,
he's a silver fox.
Is he a granddad?
He's not a granddad.
Okay,
no.
there's not actually a granddad. He doesn't have any grandchildren.
He's below 45 as well.
There you go. He's under 45. Yeah. He doesn't have any grandchildren. He's just got grey hair. At least he's got his own fucking hair.
Exactly. No hair
I'm wearing
transplant.
a cap. I'm a hatfish. Do you know what I mean? Congratulations to you and Pepe.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Pepper, look after her, mate, or do you have me to answer to? I'm sure he will. He's a nice guy.
He's lovely, honestly.
So he's your coach as well?
So he's my coach as well. And at first, when it came to the boxing, we wouldn't tell anyone about our relationship. We're like, we'd need to keep it completely separate.
It was very obvious.
Do you think?
You were together every fucking day.
Yeah.
He had no other female clients as soon as you appeared on the scene.
I was like, he's mine and I'm taking over.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you could probably relate to it, but when you meet someone and you just feel...
like they're your person.
At home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, what I noticed is like when my soul collided with another soul that was meant to meet my soul, is we weren't the same. Like I always thought like I'd need to meet someone just like me, like completely fucking opposite.
Yeah,
do you
that's
know what I mean?
we're
It's like we just like two puzzle pieces. If you had two puzzle pieces that were exactly the same, they wouldn't fit together.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
like that analogy. Yeah,
cheers.
It's nice. Yeah, I think opposites can work really well.
Yeah, you just got to learn how to make it work. And like, understanding. The thing is, I understand everyone that's like me. I do, but I don't understand people that are completely opposite. So, like, me and my wife got into a situation really quickly, and it's like we had a moment where we were like, "Fuck, actually, I don't really understand you and why you say that and why you do that." Like, but more so, she didn't understand me because I'm a fucking lunatic. Yeah. And I get it, and like now we're still working like on getting to know each other properly and deeply. Do you know what I mean? Like, and understanding like what makes each other tick. And it's important in all relationships, especially when you are opposites.
100%. I think in a relationship, whether it's with a friend or a work colleague or a romantic or whatever it is, the whole relationship is an ever-growing, learning, healing experience. Like, you're both growing. Some of you grow quicker than others. Some people don't grow at all. And it's like you said, it's learning what makes you tick, adapting to each other, learning to be patient. And when you've got those issues in your relationship, because no relationship's perfect, you're going to have an argument. You're going to, at one point, think, I don't like you. Or maybe you'll feel like, I don't love you the way I did, but you still work through your stuff. And then you come to that point where you're like, no, this is why we're connected. It all comes back again.
That's it. Good. By the way, while we're on the topic, my wife said to tell you, she said hello.
Oh, I love her. Oh. Hi, my love.
Hi, my love.
Hi, my
love. Right, so let's talk boxing.
Oh,
now we're
boxing.
We're boxing.
Yeah.
We're talking about your coach. He's a good coach. Is he your only coach?
He's my only coach, yeah. So I've got.
Is he your manager as well? Or do you have a manager?
No, so I've got a manager now. So he's my only boxing coach. We've got a head coach at our gym at Guildford City Boxing, John Edwards, legend. So Peps does he like trains the pros with him, but he is my only coach. I've got an online strength and conditioning coach and nutritionist who I work very closely with all year round now, in and out of camp. And then I've got my management is Colossal Combat. So I signed with them a couple of months ago.
Okay.
And for me, before I signed with them, I was like, no, we don't need anyone. It's just us two. Like, I don't want to be getting other people involved because it's that trust thing. But I think in order to get that 1% better, to get that 1% more, whatever you're doing,
sometimes take away one of the factors that you're dealing with on a daily basis.
Yeah, I think I am a bit of a control freak, so I just want everything done a specific way. But now I've learnt to just relax and
let it be done.
Yeah,
as long as it gets done, that's
let everyone
thing.
else do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, one thing I want to know, two things. There's loads of things I want to know. That's why I'm asking you questions. There's not one or two things. First of all, are you going to go pro?
That's a really good question. So.
That's what I do.
I
ask good questions. That's why I'm here.
So that is a good question. And it's a more complex answer than just yes or no. So I would love to turn over pro, but there's so many disadvantages of turning over pro. So for me, I'm not a big ticket seller. And that would not benefit me turning over pros. So pros, to begin with, they don't get paid a lot of money. They heavily rely off ticket sales. So if that was the case for me to turn over pro, I'll be fucked because I literally sell about 10 tickets. Yeah. Pay-per-views, I do really well. In terms of me actually wanting to turn over pro for the quality of fights, I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I love boxing and I love a challenge. I just want to fight the best women in any division that I'm in, any promotion I'm on. I'm like, let me fight them. I don't care how, hard they seem to be.
You have fought one of the best female fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Female.
She's my girl, Cris Cyborg. I love you.
I love Cyborg.
Just in case she knocks me out again.
When she came out, everyone was like, "That's not a woman. That is a man."
Honestly, it
hits like a man. That's beautiful, beautiful face.
Hits like a train.
Yeah. So you fought Cyborg.
Yeah, that was mental. That was absolutely mental. Do you know what?
Like, do you know what? Like, I when I saw your fight, and I was like, shit.
Everyone thought I was going to get killed.
Yeah. Naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I had people message me like, please, I've known you for years, don't do it. And I was like, look, the way it come about, do
you know when Rocky was fighting Ivan Drago and everyone was like, Rocky, don't. Yeah. He killed Apollo, don't do it.
It was like one of those moments.
Yeah. Like, why the fuck you got screw loose?
I think I do. And I think also, whatever industry you're in, whatever sport you're in, you have to convince yourself. At first, it's bullshit. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
You got to fake it to make it sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. And the way it got proposed to us was an exhibition. So we thought 16-ounce gloves, head guard. Oh my God, you get to share the ring. Cris Cyborg, let's fucking do it. Yeah. Got the contract through. Nothing about 16-ounce gloves. It's 10-ounce rivals, like fight gloves. Yeah. I'd never fought in 10-ounce gloves, by the way. And Peps was just like, absolutely no way do I have any interest in you fighting Cris Cyborg. Like, she is elite. Maybe in boxing she's only had 4 fights at this time. He said, but she's a striker.
MMA, she is the most formidable female.
She's the GOAT.
Everyone's like Ronda Rousey because Ronda Rousey sold tickets.
Yeah.
But listen, the best female fighter in the UFC ever was Cyborg.
Yeah, she created a whole weight division just for her, and she's a striker. Like, she's just a fucking beast. And he was like, I've got no interest in it. And I said, look, you got to look at it as a business at the same time. I said, say I take this fight, no one else will take it. It went out to 120 pro boxers. Yeah. No one else would take it. I said, I take this fight, even if I do 10 seconds. I've done 10 seconds with this legend. Like, I'm never going to have this opportunity again. Yeah. And he was just like, do you know what? Fuck it, let's do it.
What's the worst that happens?
Yeah, and there were like people saying, oh, she's going to get knocked out in the first 3 seconds. And I did a round and a half.
You got into the second round.
When I did the first round, I got to the corner, I thought, that's me done. Like, I don't need to do anymore.
Take a knee. And then, do you wish you had retired in your corner?
Do you know what? That fucking punch...
it was like, you flying, crawling.
My legs were like, it was the weirdest feeling. It's like, it's so weird. And I crawled to the corner. Pepe was going, don't get up. I was like, no, I'm fine. He was like, if you get up, she will jump on you and you are out cold. Not even down, you are cold. And I was like, no, I'm fine. He's like, don't fucking get up. And then I just stayed down. I'm pleased I stayed down, because when I did stand up, I don't know if you've ever been knocked down.
Yeah, once.
It's like everything's sideways.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like you get inertia, don't you? Like you're dizzy.
Yeah, I felt sick.
Yeah.
Everything felt sideways. And for the rest of the night, for an hour, I kept saying, is everything sideways? I felt like I was doing this. And he was like, you're mad you wanted to get up. And I said, I felt like I did my best, but I wanted to do more.
Yeah.
I want to fight her again.
Why?
But
like, the thing is, you'd only fight someone again so that you run it back so you can get your win.
Yeah, I want to fight her.
Do you believe you have what it takes to beat Cyborg?
Yeah, I believe I have what it takes to beat Cyborg.
Call her out. Say, look, I know what have you got to say?
Cris Cyborg, I'd love to rematch you either end of this year or next year before you retire. Let's get it on. Second time round, I'm coming home with the win.
I hope you do it.
Let's
I hope it happens. Cyborg, make it happen. You know who I am. I know who you are. I'll kiss you. I'll let you kiss me. If you fight Aria, I'll let you kiss me.
It would make my mum very happy as well. Like my
Chinese and Brazilian connection is very, very,
exactly.
very
We could
tight.
take over. It would be a cultural takeover.
Absolutely.
See, my mum's like not into violence at all, hates boxing, everything like that. And even for her, she says if you were to fight Cyborg now, she's like, I know it wouldn't be the same way it was the first time.
Would you train differently, or would you continue training how you are?
I would continue training how I am now.
Would you not start like thinking like I
feel like need to strengthen my neck a little bit more.
Strengthen the neck, and like the only thing that beats Cyborg is power.
Yeah.
And like, you don't have to be more powerful than her.
No.
But you need to be way more powerful than you were last time.
100%. Like from the Cyborg fight, because that was my third fight. Okay. So I was still, I mean, I didn't have any defense. Had you fought on
one of these Bournemouth local shows just before that?
Oh, mate,
I saw
do you know what?
I was there.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it was an awful one.
It was so bad, right? So I took this fight on 5 weeks. I had an opponent. Then she got ill or something, whatever happened. And we're on fight day, and they're like, you've got a different opponent. They've not turned up to weigh in or anything like that. And I'm like, that's cool, it's fine. And I've cut weight for this fight as well. And this girl walks in, and I'm good friends with her now. She's got a black eye. And I thought, I'm fighting her. She's obviously shit, which is why she's got a black eye. So I'm like filling myself with all this confidence. And I looked at her body-wise, and I thought, she don't look fit and ready. Like, she doesn't look like an athlete. She looks bigger. And then Pepe was just like, it's either this or nothing. Like, it's up to you. And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Like, we're here. And the first round, I got absolutely battered. I spent the whole time looking at the ceiling. I had such horrific whiplash. Second round, they said that I'd won that round, and the third one, it was her.
Yeah.
And me and Lauren were talking after. She was 12 kilos heavier than me.
Mad.
And she had 34 fights.
2 stone.
That's mental. But I rematched her exactly 1 year after, and I beat her every single round, 5 rounds. Yeah.
Well
and
done.
she was still 5 kilos heavier than me.
How many fights have you had now?
So now I've had 10 fights.
Record?
I've had 7 wins, 2 losses, one of which I avenged, and then 1 draw.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a great ratio.
Yeah, it's good.
I'd say your fight with a cyborg, ooh, sounds so groovy, was kind of like a crossover fight, right? So you're interested in the influencer, boxer type vibe. I just feel like there's one person out there in your community that is pretty good at fucking boxing. I feel like you should fight on Misfits, Elle Brooke.
Elle Brooke, do you know what? That would be a sick fight.
You're the same weight, same size.
She's lighter than me.
Is she? Oh, she's short as fucking shit. She's 5'1".
I think she's in the 125 division, and I'm in 145. I'm pretty heavy.
That much different.
Yeah, I'm a big old bitch.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that would be a good fight because Elle, I've got a lot of respect for Elle because she's not boxed for long and she's just taken to it like duck to water. She's just naturally very good, holds a very good shape, and she's game. Like she trains with, a pro coach, and I think she's having a bit of time off boxing at the moment, but it's a shame really because she's wicked. Yeah.
Would you like to fight her at catch weight?
If they could do that, yeah, but I can't get below 145 pounds. No,
chance.
So I walk around 72
Them
kilos.
Fucking water cannons in your chest.
I think they're about 2 kilos each, I swear.
Madness.
I know.
What size are they?
They are 34 double D.
She's put her shoulders back with pride then. I like that. Well done to you. 34 double D. They look bigger than a double D.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Don't know what to do with that, really. I like boobs. So, yeah, we won't talk about them anymore.
But yeah, fighting with the Misfits then. So I basically accepted the fight against Julie Pocker, and that was meant to be on April the 19th. That whole card, annoyingly, had been postponed. So I'd lost this weight. I lost like 6 kilos. Was rushing around trying to get everything ready. And it was the week before the fight. I was just getting my nails done. I had 15 minutes between my nails and my Botox appointment.
The important things before a fight, you know?
Before a fight, I get my nails done, get my Botox, and I have a lash lift and tin.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just want to walk out there feeling like lush.
Yeah, fair.
So when I get my hand raised, I'm like, look at my nails, look at my eyelashes.
Look at my nails, bitch.
But yeah, that got postponed, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I literally ran to this coffee shop, scoffed a load of cake, because I thought, just in case they put it back on and I lose that opportunity to eat shit. But a new date for that is coming soon, really soon. So
why did the show get cancelled? Main event issues?
I'm not too sure. It has something to do with DAZN. So DAZN had cancelled the previous card and the card that I was on, but they've rescheduled it.
KSI's main event?
Yes, yeah. So he was ill.
Who's he fighting? Dylan Dennis?
Yeah. So I think also if KSI doesn't fight, it affects the whole card, because obviously he's like the main attraction on Misfits.
I'm not going to talk badly of him.
No, I mean, in terms of boxing, I wouldn't say he's my number one, but without him.
Do you know what I think? I think he's a little bit deluded. I'm going to talk shit about him now because I said I won't, but I'm going to do it because it's all about honesty and...
Do it.
Right. You can't box for shit, lad. You can't box for shit. Like...
Find another hobby, get a bed.
You're great at gaming and you're a great entertainer, but like... Jake Paul, I'll give him his props. Like, do you know what? Like, although you haven't really thought anyone notable, although you have thought people notable, like we all know the politics in boxing and whatever. He's actually crafted himself into a bit of a decent boxer. And KSI saying he wants to fight Jake Paul, crazy.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you get served, mate. But you box. The thing is, what pisses me off, like you've been to London Shoot Fighters for a few months, and then you come out trying to emanate Michael Page, like fighting stand on in a kick. You're not a kickboxer for a start. So like, why are you fighting in that posture?
Yeah.
It worked for Michael because Michael's a kickboxer.
Yeah.
Right? And he throws kicks with it.
Yeah, you got to find your own style. Like some people try and like imitate styles of like, you know, legends, and it's like you are never going to be that person. You've got to, and it's down to the coach as well. Like you've got to find your style,
Absolutely.
and it can take a while.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's still youngish. He'll get there one day. 32, you'll get there one day. I used to fight.
Yeah.
Like, mate, I was not the best fighter. But I had one of the best fucking left hands you're ever going to catch on your chin.
What fighting did you do?
I done MMA.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I done one boxing bout and got knocked out, and I quit fighting altogether. I was like, fuck this.
Put you off.
I always said, if I ever got knocked, I was so confident. I ain't got the best chin, but I'm really good at not getting hit. Yeah. Especially when it's in an MMA fight, because I can keep them away with a T. Like, you can just fight around it and not get hit too bad.
Yeah.
And I was aggressive, so I'd hit people quite often. But I was smashing people. And then fucking, I took a title fight, a Muay Thai title fight, and then it was against Mo Cargbo.
Oh, I know Mo, yeah.
Everyone knows Mo, old prick. 56, happy birthday, Mo. Basically, we were supposed to have a Muay Thai title fight, and then I got told about 2 weeks before that it wasn't going to be a Thai fight anymore because Mo had an injury, and now it's going to be a boxing bout if I still want to take it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. And I've trained, I'm here. I was supposed to be having 3 fights in 3 weeks because I'm a knobhead, and Mo was, I think, the last one of the 3. The other 2 I'd done and won. A week before, I got told that, oh, actually, it's not going to be for a belt. And I was like, cool, whatever, innit? And they're like, there's one more stipulation. You've got to weigh in on the day.
Oh,
bearing in mind, like I said, I've done 3 fights in 3 weeks, and one of them was at heavyweight. So I've gone from 106 kilos to meet 93 kilos the following week, and then from 93 I had to get down to 85.
Yeah,
and this is in the space of 2 weeks.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of weight. So I've got down to 80, I think I was at 85 and a half for Mo on the day. There was like, I wasn't as strong as I should have been.
Fucked,
I'm not a boxer. I kicked him twice during the boxing bout. Do you know what I mean? Like, only leg kicks, but like, it's a natural thing. I even put tape around my leg to like try and remind me not to use my leg. And like I just threw two little shitty leg kicks, but I
I
withdrew
suppose it's
them.
natural for you, isn't it? If you're setting like kicks up, aren't you? Punches and stuff. So
and that's it. Like when you fight like a Muay Thai style, like you set your punches up with a kick and your kicks up with a punch. So yeah, it was. Mo got to weigh in the day before. Bearing in mind, I had to weigh in on the day.
That's unfair.
It was supposed to be a title fight.
Yeah.
I ended up doing a non-title boxing bout, exhausted and drained.
This is a thing with all the unlicensed stuff, isn't it? It's so unregulated, it's so unsafe. And if you've cut that much weight as well, you're thinking like, no wonder why you got knocked out, because all that fluid around the brain from when you're trying to keep yourself hydrated is gone.
Yeah. And like, so yeah, I think second round I got knocked out. It weren't a clean knockout. It was a knockdown. And I had never been knocked down before, right? I'd never been knocked down, but like, I wasn't unconscious, but like, basically he threw a left and I tried to shimmy it and go in off the ropes and come back, but he's caught me on my chin on the way back in. So I was like, fuck, put me down. Like, I was dazed as fuck. And I lifted my head up and I've looked out the ring and all of my mates are just there saying, come on, come on. And mate, I was just like, hey, there's no way I'm getting back up. There is no fucking way.
It's the worst
that is happening again.
Because all your equilibrium goes off, doesn't it? And it feels like you're on a rocking boat.
I got up and it literally, that's what it felt like. The ring was a fucking raft. But yeah, before that, I'd always said like on camera, in conferences, if I ever get knocked out, I'll quit fighting.
Yeah.
I
so
got knocked out.
It.
I was
man
done.
of your word.
But like, yeah, man of my word. Prematurely, maybe, but like I said, I wasn't ever the best fighter. Like, you watch any of my fights and people will be like, oh, he don't really look like he knows what he's doing. He's a bit uncomfortable in there, but then a knockout comes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, it's a quick knockout and it's an emphatic knockout. It's not like a TKO. I'm not slapping people around and they're retiring. Like, it's you're unconscious on the ground and like, that's a knockout. But yeah, that was that. Don't ever claim to be a great fighter. I claim to be a great fighter, but not a great martial artist. Do you know what I mean? Like, mate, I've got a good chin and I've got a fucking great punch. And like anyone that knows me outside of combat sport will say the same fucking thing. There's not many people that stand up to one of my digs. But yeah, I don't fight anymore because.
Would you do it again?
For the right money?
Yeah.
For one fight.
Like one more fight,
One fight, not boxing.
Yeah. MMA. Would you do MMA or
I'd prefer like a kickboxing bout, like a K1 bout.
Do you know what? I can't watch. I love bare knuckle boxing. I fucking love it so much. I can't watch MMA.
Why?
It's so brutal. Like
have you ever watched K1?
I've watched K1, yeah. But
that is the best, most brutal sport you see.
I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I'm like, I'm just waiting for something to like snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for me. Like I like the brutality of like bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit sick.
What do you think of the what's that new one? The dirty boxing?
No, I don't like stuff like that. I think it takes away the beautiful art form.
I think it's a good hybrid
arts.
between MMA and boxing.
Yeah,
because it's more like genuinely how you would fight in the street.
Yeah.
Like, it's just throwing punches.
I don't like it.
You're allowed to rough them up a bit.
No.
If you go down, you can punch them, but like there's no kicking and like I think it's all right. I think I'd do better with dirty boxing than I would with boxing.
No, I like martial arts. So like with MMA, although I don't enjoy watching it.
Can you do me a favour because you're Chinese? Can you say Kung Fu?
Kung Fu. I don't like watching MMA because of how brutal it is, but I can appreciate the art form behind it. Like it's a very high skill set.
And the fact that you need to learn multiple different disciplines in order to compete.
It's another level. Like they're punching, kicking, doing like choke holds. Like there's so much into it. You can see like their whole life is devoted to the sport, but with all of this dirty fighting, I see it and I think it's going to be a matter of time till it gets out of control. That no rules shit is stupid. My friend is fighting on no rules in July.
Who's
girl, Matilda Wilson.
The girl's fighting no.
Yeah, she's fighting her friend, who's my friend Danielle. So they both come from bare knuckle boxing, and they're fighting each other on no rules. And Matilda's
I don't like seeing women fighting. I know I'm old-fashioned, I've got to say it. I don't.
Boxing's all right though, isn't it?
Boxing is all right to an extent until their nose goes. And I'm like, give her a tissue and a cut.
My nose broke in sparring about 6 weeks ago. Yeah. This girl, she like headbutted me. It was a complete accident and it just cracked. And then all of this blood was just pissing out. I felt faint and sick. Oh my God. And I was just so fucked off because I was like, I don't want like a C-shaped nose, you know, when it's like that. But at the same time, it is the sport.
And you
you
got fixed eventually.
Yeah, surgeons can change genders of people, so I'm pretty sure they can fix my nose at some point.
Well, look after your nose, please. It's a cute one.
I'll try. Thanks.
Good. I see on social media today there was an announcement that you are fighting very soon.
I'm so fucking excited.
Tell us all about it. Tell the camera all about it.
I'm fighting on a promotion called Ronin Boxing, and that is at the Troxy in London on the 7th of June. My opponent is yet to be revealed, so I'm just fucking excited. I don't know what it is. As soon as I get a date in the diary for a fight...
Don't you hate having a fight that you don't know who you're fighting? Don't that stress you out a bit?
No.
Do you not like preparing for the actual opponent?
No, because I just think whoever it is in front of me, I'm quite good with
If you're the best version of yourself, you can only do the best you can do.
I've just got to show up and box. As long as I show up and box and I find my flow straight away, I'll be fine.
Are you southpaw or orthodox?
No, orthodox,
Okay, cool.
But
So
I'm a counter...
Are you prepared to be fighting southpaw?
Yeah, so because I was meant to be fighting Julie last month, my whole camp, 8-week camp, was preparing to fight a southpaw.
Okay.
And fortunately, where I train, there's loads of southpaws there.
Yeah.
So for me, it's nothing that I fear. If anything, I've wanted a southpaw for ages. I actually find them easier to
The thing
spar.
that I don't like about southpaws is they only really train with orthodox fighters.
Yeah, so they're
like,
more
they're
advantaged.
completely ready for it, do you know what I mean?
They're more advantaged.
Yeah.
But last year I was like, I need a southpaw to fight. But I think like I know who I'm fighting. I'm just waiting for them to 100% confirm it. But I just love it. Like I love the whole preparation of it. I've only got a couple of kilos to lose as well, which isn't a huge amount.
Yeah. Easy money when you're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Well, so
you think it's gay, don't you?
I think it's gay as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think vegetarians are very smart or vegans. Not that I think you're dumb people. I just think the whole idea of what you're doing is stupid. You need meat in your body. Meat and root vegetables is all you need. Meat, potatoes, garlic, onion, ginger, and fruit. That is all I put into my body. Root vegetables, meat, and ginger. Well, fruit, sorry.
Ginger is really, really good.
Root vegetables.
Very good.
Ginger's great. Garlic's great. Onions are great. These three things are fucking phenomenal for you. I eat sweet potatoes. I love them, like African sweet potatoes. Perfect. Great. So nutritious. I eat fruits to get all of my fucking fructose, all of my carbs. I don't use sugar.
I
use a load of salt and I'll eat a load of eggs.
A lot of salt's good. I eat a lot of eggs and I have a lot of salt. I think it comes down to the individual. So before I went vegetarian, I was a massive meat eater. I'd eat like livers, chicken hearts, everything like that.
Sounds sexy.
I loved that. I loved eating meat. I was banging to my weight. And then it was weird. Like one day I was eating steak and I was finding it really hard to eat. And I thought maybe it's just a dodgy bit of steak. Come back to it again, didn't enjoy it. And it got to a point where I wasn't enjoying the food. And then... sounds a bit weird, but basically I was having all of these stomach issues. I was in a really crazy place in my life, just getting fucked off my head like way too often. And I started getting blood in my stools. And it had happened before when I was on a really high protein diet. And I thought it can't be that because everything I was eating was clean. A lot of meat, a lot of veg, everything was good. But my stomach was killing. And I basically was getting rapid bowel movements. And then in these bowel movements was a lot of blood.
Chicken.
See, I cut out chicken.
Did you? Because that's what does it for a lot of people. Same symptoms.
I didn't eat a lot of chicken at this point. I was eating mainly red meat and fish.
Okay.
And then the fish, I was out at a restaurant eating fish. And again, I think my palate was just changing. And I thought, I don't know if I've overeaten animals and I've just got to a point where I'm sick to death of eating them. Like I wasn't looking forward to eating the food, even though I knew it was good for me because my body needs the B vitamins, it needs the iron, it needs all of the proteins and fats. And then anyway, my stomach was so bad, I couldn't leave my flat. I couldn't go anywhere because I was just shitting blood all the time. I did a 4-day fast. So for 4 days, I just drank water. And already by the 4th day, the inflammation in my stomach had massively reduced. And I broke my fast with all foods that are really good for your microbiome in your gut, like gut-friendly foods. And I just had a soup to begin with, like blended it down into a soup, then into like a thicker soup, and then going on to food solids. And I went vegan because I thought I'm scared to put meat back in my diet.
When you went vegan, were you eating like surrogate foods, or were you eating like whole foods?
So what surrogate
Like
foods?
basically, like what's it called when you
Oh, like fake meats and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So at first I was
Like
on the
so-
fake
like
meats and
loads of
stuff.
soya beans and
yeah.
shit.
And then that was like disgusting. I
Yeah.
got to a point where I was like, this is
It's just
fake.
bad for you.
It's
It's so
worse.
fake.
It's worse than the meat.
it's worse than anything.
And then I was like hardcore vegan, but it was draining. I mean, massive respect to anyone that fully commits to anything, whether it's like a religion or a diet or whatever. But for me, it was a minefield. Like I had a protein bar thinking it was vegan, and then I checked and it had traces of milk, and I was like, oh, now I feel guilty. Like, why should I feel guilty
Yeah.
that I've had traces of something? And I think society...
It's so culty though.
Yeah,
veganism,
it's a
isn't it?
massive cult. And I don't want to be a part of a cult. I
Yeah.
just want to eat what I want to eat. But that's where I was coming to. So, like, I think everyone should work out what suits their gut. If you've got underlying health issues, work out with a dietitian or whatever what works for you, because your gut is different to mine. And that, you know, you're a man, I'm a woman, if you didn't know already. You've got to do what's right.
I know not women with tits like that. Just saying.
You've got to do what's right for your body. And now I found like food that works for me. Like I'm vegetarian.
Yeah.
And I introduced eggs back to my diet last year, and now I feel like I'm healthy, I'm in remission, I'm not shitting myself all the time, which is lush, and I
Good.
feel strong in the gym.
Yeah, shitting yourself is not good.
No, it's not fun. It's not attractive.
Did Pepe propose to you after you stopped shitting yourself, or during
No,
the time?
I think it was during the time,
What
actually.
a brave man. What a brave man. I'm going to ask you about another thing, which is quite a big announcement. You were fighting on the same card as a legend.
Yeah.
How did this come about? And tell us about it.
So, a friend of mine, Tony Giles.
Tony the Rhino.
Yes, you know him.
Yeah.
Legend. He's an absolute nutter,
Yeah.
but in the best way. He's such a vibrant ball of energy. So I fought on the promotion last year, 3X Boxing. I won by a second round stoppage. And thank you very much. They've changed a couple of investors around, and they've had a rebrand, and they've rebranded it to Right to Fight. And the main card on there is Sugar Shane Mosley, which is amazing. So any of you that don't know, go and Google him. He's
If you don't know Shane Mosley, you
legend.
need to get to know.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
One of the greats. Not one of the goats, but one of the greats.
yeah, for sure.
Hall of Famer, isn't he?
Pardon?
Is he a Hall of Famer?
I think so, yeah. And then they asked me if I wanted to fight on this promotion and be on the main card. So I was like, absolutely, yes.
So it's like, how many fights were on the main card? Like five?
I think there's about 4 or 5 on the main
Yeah,
card.
sick,
Yeah.
sick.
So I'm absolutely buzzing.
Televised?
Yeah. Yes, it's televised.
Do you know
It's
any-
on DAZN.
It's on DAZN?
Yeah, so it's big.
Fucking lovely.
Really, really big, yeah.
Wicked.
And the whole week of fight week,
Where is it?
it's at the London O2.
Okay.
O2 Indigo.
The actual
yeah.
O2.
Yeah, O2 Indigo.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's not like the big massive
Indigo
one,
at the
but
O2.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, really good venue.
And when are tickets available?
They should be available in the next couple of weeks, because Tony is in California at the moment doing the press conference with Shane Mosley there, literally as we speak. So
Okay.
as soon as he's back, it's all system go, and tickets will be for sale. So I'll put the link in my bio. Make sure you come down. It'll be online as well, but you got to get there for fight
Yeah.
week. They've got from Monday to Friday, every day, they've got different stuff going on at the Indigo. They're doing loads of stuff outside the O2 as well. Stuff that you can bring your kids down, bring your partners, your nan, whoever you want. It's going to be
Sick.
fucking
So
huge.
because you're on
yeah.
the main card, will you be doing a public workout?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a public workout, which I'm buzzing for. I've always wanted to do a public workout. And when the Misfits fight got postponed, I was gutted, because I was like, I've literally wanted to do a public workout for ages.
brilliant,
So
isn't
I'm
it?
going to make sure I've got a nice outfit for that.
Get your nails done.
Get my
lashes
nails
tinted.
done. Exactly.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to be on the same card with a legend.
Yeah. Well, you've already been. You've shared the fucking square circle with a legend.
I know, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Now you get to be with a fucking Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be good. Would be
yeah,
good.
sick. So if you don't mind, we've touched on it a few times. You spoke about like drugs and alcohol
Yeah.
and shit. So I just want to bring you back, because obviously, like, after speaking to you, You seem like you're in such a good place.
Oh, I
such
am,
a positive
yeah.
place. Like your diet's on track. You seem to only drink fucking water with caffeine in it. Like you're boxing, you're exercising completely. Like you look like you're well rested and sleep
Thank you.
sensibly.
Oh, what a compliment.
So I was going to touch on your demons, if you don't mind.
Demons. So, where to start? I basically just got a really addictive personality.
Yeah.
And it's like an obsessive sort of thing as well. Like when I find something that I feel fills a little bit of me or brings me a bit of peace or happiness, I kind of take it by two hands and I'm like, I have to absorb this whole thing every single day, all day.
Yeah.
And I was in a long-term relationship, 4.5 years.
That's long term.
Yeah, it's long-term.
Yeah.
And the relationship was incredibly drug-fueled and toxic.
Sometimes
very
the best
toxic.
kind of relationship.
Yeah, I mean,
very, very fun.
I think
Can you get that mic a little bit closer, please?
I think it's like depends.
Yeah,
like
I do.
I think in each point of your life, you'll be drawn to different types of people. For a long period of my life, I was drawn to drama, toxicity, and violence and shit, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I just buzzed off an argument or buzzed off getting off my nut and stuff. And this relationship definitely fulfilled all of that. It was very drug fueled, very toxic. And at the end of the relationship, I felt like I don't want to deal with the emotional side of coming out of the relationship. It was my first time being properly single.
Yeah. When did that relationship end?
So that was like, it must have been like 4 years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah. I had quite a big friendship group.
So around just after lockdown or during lockdown?
Yeah, it was just after lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a big friendship group, and a couple of the other girls had come out of a relationship as well. And I thought, oh my God, I've never had a single summer. Like I've always been in a relationship. And I thought, I just want to like go to festivals. I just want to like
Live your life.
Live my
Your
life.
instead of,
And just be carefree. So I just started partying a bit, but the partying would just never stop. And it got to a point where
what drugs were your drugs of choice?
So my first one was GHB.
Yeah.
And then the second one was ketamine.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just got a hold of me. Like it was just, I'd rather be at home doing that than doing other things. I mean, I was still productive. I would still go to the gym. I would still work and do what I needed to do. And I think that's the dangers of it. I was functioning, very high functioning. And then it got to a point where, like I said, I was having all these stomach issues. And that's when I was like, I know I've overdone it. Like you can abuse yourself so much until your body starts packing in. And I mean,
you drink a lot as well.
Before then I wasn't really drinking that much. So in my 20s I was quite a big drinker.
Yeah.
And then my late 20s it wasn't really my thing. It was more like GHB, ketamine.
Okay.
I used to do a lot of psychedelics like acid and stuff.
Do you ever do mushrooms?
I've done mushrooms. Yeah, I didn't like them.
Do you not?
I thought it was way too up and down. Yeah.
Oh, I feel offended.
No.
I feel like I'm a mushroom.
No.
How dare you?
So now the thought of doing anything, for me, it makes me feel anxious.
Do you feel like if you tried anything or done anything, like you'd fall back into it in a bad way?
I just would never ever touch anything ever again, and I know that. Like as soon as I knew I was done.
Are you teetotal from drink as well?
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol, don't smoke cigarettes, don't smoke weed. I've never touched anything like that.
Okay.
Even for a period of time, I wasn't even drinking caffeine. I went completely into recovery. I wasn't eating animals. So for 4 months,
Did you do your recovery with the aid of like the 12 steps?
No professional help. I just literally shut myself in my room.
Tied yourself to a radiator and had a sweat.
Oh, it was awful. I was ill. This is when I went in to do the 4-day fast as well, and I just completely broke myself down. I was a mess. I was an absolute mess of a woman. And on social media, I was still posting that I was going to the gym and stuff. Like I'd get up about 4:35 in the morning, I'd meditate, have a cold shower, have a cup of green tea, and I'd force myself to go to the gym. No matter what the weather was, I would run there, do my training, come home, read. And then that for me was like, that's the physical hardest bit of the day done. And then I would give myself times of the day where I can sit for 10 minutes to cry or rage or whatever it was. I'd put a timer on, and if I wanted to like obsess over feeling sad of not using something, that was my time.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the timer's off, it's like, right, go and do something productive. And that's how I would structure my day. And I had a journal where I would log everything, and I just couldn't, the thought of going to a club and being around low frequency people, you know what it's like when people are drinking and they just go on and on and on, and their breath stinks and they're just fucking.
Because I don't drink no more. Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah, so you
I think
feel
I've been
it.
out like once.
Yeah.
And it was just to watch the boxing, but like again, everyone's just drunk and spilling drinks and just chewing your ear off, and I'm just like, yeah, sweet mate, sweet, like
It's
lovely,
annoying,
great conversation,
isn't it?
great chat. Do you know what I mean? Like, but they won't leave me alone.
No.
Like.
They're like a dog with a bone. They go on and on and on. Oh, you're boring because you won't do this. And it's like, maybe I've reached a point in my life where I want more.
Do you know what? I was speaking to someone
different.
earlier on this morning, actually, and she said a similar thing. She said, when I'm not around my friends, I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink. But when I go on a girls' holiday once a year, and when I do, I'm so fucked. Like, I can't. And if I tell them, like, I don't want to, like, they call me a pussy and that. No one has said anything about me stopping drinking.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's probably a good thing.
That's good. That means you've got good people around you. I think.
I don't have anyone around me except my next door neighbour.
That's probably why then. But I think your peers around you do have an influence, especially if you're not strong-minded and strong-willed. Like, it's easy to go out and
like, the reason I don't drink, there's no reason whatsoever. I stopped like 2.5 months ago, just because.
Good for you.
I just like, well, I don't drink no more, and it's not like I've quit drinking, because like on an occasion I probably still will drink. Like, if I'm on holiday, I'll still drink. Like, I don't not drink. I just thought I just don't drink, because I used to come in there and drink a couple of rums every time I was here, and I'm here a few times a week. It's like, I don't need to be putting that into my body. Like, I don't do any chemicals. I'm very careful with what I do put into my body. So like, why would I just be drinking alcohol and shit?
It's a form of a drug, and I've seen people's lives spiral very badly downhill, more from the alcohol than drugs, and it lowers your frequency. Like about the whole energy thing,
Is with
it
alcohol,
doesn't serve anything.
It is actually a poison.
Exactly.
Like, technically, it's a poison, just like so is Botox. You know?
It is. Yeah, I've even, like, my Botox has worn off, and now I'm at a point where I'm just making peace with the
second part of toxin is toxin.
Toxins. Yeah.
Botulism toxin. It's not botulism,
Yeah.
is it?
It's some.
Botch. Toxin.
But I'm just letting that wear off now, because I'm just like, I don't want to keep putting shit into my body.
I don't think you need it, love.
Thank you. As
Got a
long as
very
I
shiny
don't do
forehead.
this.
Got a very shiny forehead.
Thank you.
Right, thank you for touching on the drugs. I'm not going to keep you on it for too long, because it is in your past, and I appreciate the past is in the past.
Past is past.
But it's always nice to touch on something to show your transformation. That's all. It wasn't to like try and bring you down or anything like that. Right, next up, let's talk about sponsors.
So.
And while I do that, thank you to MiceLink, because they are now my sole sponsor. If you need your website advertised, go to micelink.com. Aria.
So I've got quite a few sponsors. We'll go with, well, one of them here, High 20 Water. It's caffeinated water. So it's got 70 milligrams of caffeine per bottle, and you just shake it to activate the caffeine. It's got no calories in it, and it saves your teeth getting stained from coffee and tea.
So how many milligrams in a normal cup of coffee, would you say?
I think it's 70 milligrams.
Oh, is it? So it's about a cup of coffee.
It's equivalent.
Could it not be a bit dangerous?
I personally don't know the science side of it, but I know you shouldn't have it too close to exercise, so you can have it an hour before training.
So you wouldn't like drink it like, so you wouldn't replace water with it?
No,
Okay,
never. So that's an exchange of coffee or a cup of tea or something. Cool. So before I do a like weight session, I usually have a coffee before training. So now I have this before training.
Don't make your breath smell like shit.
Yep, breath don't smell like shit. Your teeth aren't getting stained. I can have it whilst I've got my aligners in as well. I have it before I fight. I usually have 2 bottles before I fight.
Oh, naughty.
But I don't get like a big caffeine crash. Another one of my sponsors is Maxilla mouth guards. So they provide my mouth guard for sparring and fighting. Nice. We've got Champs Fight Store. So they're Europe's biggest fight store. So you can get all your wraps, boxing boots, groin guards, head guards, everything related to boxing.
Do they provide your stuff for cost for free? Do you still have to pay?
So it varies really. I do a lot of promotional work for them, but yeah, sometimes they'll gift me like a groin guard to go through the
Right,
camp
from
and
now on,
stuff.
ladies and gentlemen, you need to give Aria Wild all of her stuff for free, or she's not going to be sponsored by you. There are other people out there. Step your fucking game up. She's going on Misfits. She's fighting with Shane Mosey. She's having a rematch with fucking Big Cyborg, right? Step it up. She needs more. She deserves more. She's 7-2-1. She ain't even lost 3 fights, mate. She's better than fucking Tommy Fury and KSI put together. Come on,
Step
give
it up,
her
people.
more. What else is your sponsor?
And then another one is Donado. So I've actually brought with me. So those of you that don't know, Donado is the godfather of boxing gloves. That's what they call him. He is like the Louis Vuitton of bags. Everybody wants them, not in everyone's price range.
Yeah.
And he offers bespoke luxury boxing gloves made to measure your hand. He does do gloves that you can buy off the shelf as well, which are lower in price if that's something that you're interested in. But he provides all of my gloves for all of my fights. So we measure my hand and I send off my measurements to him.
Is he in Italy?
He's in Italy.
Sounds Italian.
Yeah. So here are my babies. So I think these actually have a little bit of blood on from my last fight.
Or can I lick it?
If you like. I mean, that's my stink in there.
Oh.
That stops my glove from smelling.
I thought you meant your stinky rat.
Do you want to lick the glove?
No.
I mean, I personally wouldn't.
Why has it got the square and compass on there?
Square and compass?
Yeah.
What, here?
No.
Where?
So if you look, this is a square and compass, which is like the Freemasonry side.
Oh, right. I don't know. Do you know what? I'll have to ask him about that. There's quite a lot of symbols on there. Is it on the tie?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm a Freemason, so I know it's it.
Are you?
Don't tell anyone. I'm a Freemason.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone, because it is a secret society. Do you know what I mean?
know, yeah.
Or extraordinary gentlemen.
But yeah, they're my gloves. And I'm hoping to fly to Italy to meet him.
What's his name?
Donato. So his first name is Filippo.
Filippo Donato.
Filippo, yeah. And then,
Mario. I was racist. I do that sometimes. I'm sorry. Can't help it. Not racist, just a little bit like borderline.
but yeah, he just provides all of my gloves for my fights. So for Misfits, I needed 4 pairs of 8-ounce gloves. And they all have to be sealed as well.
Oh, really? Why do you need 4 pairs?
Do you know what? I think it's so they can like check them. So your opponent can say, I prefer the padding where this one is. And then if she prefers my gloves to her gloves, she can fight in my gloves. So
Even though yours are made to fit your hand?
Yeah, they're made to fit my hand and they're really fucking expensive
Would she get
as well.
to keep them would she get to keep them?
I wouldn't let her keep them. I'd be like, can I have them back?
Off now before you leave the ring, bitch.
Yeah, I'd be like, give them back.
Can I try one on?
Yeah, of course.
Are you sure?
Your hand probably won't fit.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you're a man and I'm assuming you've got big hands. Unless you're a bitch boy and you've got small hands.
Put your hand up.
Yeah, to be fair. Fuck me. Yeah, they're massive.
I ain't no bitch boy!
You probably won't get your hand in.
I'm in. Do you want to fight?
But they're made out of horsehair, so it's like real hard.
Nice and dense.
Yeah.
You don't need to punch balls.
Yeah, when you punch someone with that, you can feel like...
You can get your knuckles through it as well. Can't you?
They're so good. And then Peps wraps my hands as well, so it's all like... My hands are like professionally wrapped.
I'm stupid. When I have my hands wrapped, I try to avoid my knuckle as much as possible.
So you can feel the
Because I'm in 4-ounce gloves, do you know what I
mean? Oh, yeah, they're 4-ounce gloves, aren't they? Yeah.
So I'm in 4s, and then I try not to wrap my knuckles. And I've got a big knuckle.
Yeah, you've
so
got
I want my
knuckles.
knuckle to protrude through. It's why I always have broken hands. You see how wonky these fuckers are.
Spaghetti fingers. Do you remember salad fingers?
Yeah. You're a spoon.
I like crusty spoons.
But yeah, so I'd always break my hands and my feet, which is a bit shit. So yesterday I was out on my quad bike, and I can only ride for about 10 minutes because I ride fast and within the speed limit.
It's a lot going through your hands and forearm, though, isn't it?
It's my clutch. And because I broke my metacarpal down there, metacarpal's in your foot.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
broke that
foot,
metacarpal. It just fucking seizes up because it's cold wind on it as well. When you're frantically on your clutch, it's fucking horrendous.
Not
Have you had any
nice.
big injuries?
No, so my knuckles and hands and everything are fine. The only thing I've broke is my nose and sparring.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. So
Keep
far, touch wood, that would be the only break I'll have as well.
Oh, you don't do collabs, do you? No.
No, I don't. Do you know what? I have talked to other creators about collabing girls, just doing like picture stuff, not like intimate stuff. And it's never ever, for whatever reason, planned out. Like,
would you do a boxing shoot, like a nakedy boxing shoot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you not done one yet?
I've done like
I mean, like with another girl, like you could actually do it, like where
like we're fighting sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I would do that just because I've got a lot of respect for people.
You're not allowed to use it on OnlyFans either because it's big, like
with other people.
The violence.
Oh yeah. Again, with like the boxing and the OnlyFans stuff, I just like everything to be separate. Like when I walk into the boxing gym, I want to be just known as the boxer. I'm like hardest working woman in the room. It's got nothing to do with anything else. I've done a glamour shoot with my boxing gloves, which will be on my Instagram soon, people. Yeah.
Oh, one more time. Aria's card coming up on screen now. Facebook is Aria Wild. Instagram is Aria.Wild. X, formerly Twitter, is Aria Wild 111. OnlyFans is Aria Wild 11. YouTube is Aria Wild Official. And TikTok is Aria.Wild 90.
I should change the TikTok to 11. I don't know what it is about 11. It's just the best number, isn't it? It's the first number.
Yeah, but yeah. 3 ones is 3 and 2 ones is 2. So you haven't actually got a one up there.
I know. I don't know why. I think it's because, you know, when you're like making your username and you're running out of name.
It's not what you do for a password more than a fucking username.
Just 1111 until it accepts a username.
This is already taken. Well, is there anything you'd like to say to the people that are watching before we wrap it up?
Just thank you to anyone that has ever thought that I haven't ever amounted to anything, or in boxing people think I'm going to be really shit, because without these people, you help make me feel more driven, more motivated, and I literally fuel off that. So more of that, please. That would be good. But other than that, I just want to say thank you to everyone that is really supportive, whether it's with my boxing or my modelling. I've got such a great support network on all of my socials. I just want to say I love you all to bits and thank you so much. I can't wait to see you all at my fights. I want to say big shout out to Pepe. I love you.
She loves you.
Gay. And thank you to the Naughty Little Podcast for having me on today. It's been wicked.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
And after that lovely conversation we've just had, I'd like to leave you with my favourite quote for our little closing thought. Your full potential is on the other side of fear. Enjoy. Have a nice evening. Have sex. Practice it safely. And if you don't, make sure you get checked out.
Underestimated.
Sick.